Hello again, friends. It's day 3 of this week's New Hope video devotions, and this week we're exploring what it means to be worshipers, not just at church on Sundays, but every day. And for the sake of this study, our working definition of worship has been to live life with our face turned toward God. And we're looking at 3 words that help shape our everyday worship. 3 concepts that move us toward being people whose daily lives are an expression of worship. In our first video, we discussed the importance of ownership. As worshipers, we understand whose we are. We belong to God. He is the owner of all things, including you and me. We honor Him as the owner of our lives, and we cannot fully understand worship or experience worship until we understand and embrace this concept of ownership. In the second video, we added the word lordship. Ownership recognizes who owns it all. Lordship recognizes who rules over it all. In worship, we bow before the authority of our King and declare, Jesus Christ is Lord. We ended the last video saying maybe it would help to add to our morning rituals something like, Lord, I belong to you. I'm not my own, and I choose to live under your authority today. Everything I give to you, I will worship you today. So how's that going? If you're watching this on Facebook, we'd love to hear from you in the comments below. And if you missed either of those videos, I encourage you to go back and watch it. And today we're adding the 3rd layer to what it means to live life with our face turned toward God. Today's worship word is stewardship. That's another word we don't hear a lot today. See, a steward is a manager of someone else's property or resources. A steward is responsible to the owner for the management of the owner's property or assets. Now, if I truly believe that God is the owner of all things, including me and my things, and I have settled the issue of lordship, that Jesus Christ is king of my life, then the natural expression of that is stewardship. I manage my life in ways that honor Him, and that is a life of worship. The word stewardship is often used to describe how we manage our money as Christians, and that's certainly part of it. Our money is often a barometer of our heart, for Jesus said, where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Stewardship, however, goes far beyond just money. Our skills, our energy, our time, our priorities, every resource that God has entrusted to us, they are all His. And we manage them, we steward them in ways that honor Him with our face turned toward God. Now, why would we do that? After all, we're programmed from birth to look out for number 1, to take what we can get out of this life. One of the first words we learn is, mine. So why would we live as stewards? Why would we live as people whose stuff belongs to someone else? Well, the Apostle Paul put it like this in 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verses 14 and 15. He says, the love of Christ compels us, for He died for all, including us. And so those who live should no longer live for themselves, but for Him who died for them and was raised again, Paul said. We live as stewards because the love of Christ has won our hearts. We love Him. We trust Him. His love compels us. We are drawn to Him, and so we gladly submit the management of our lives and our stuff to Him. You've probably heard us say in church, we're now going to worship the Lord through giving. And you might be tempted to think that that's just a gimmick, a not so subtle way to get more money in the offerings. Well, that's not it at all. Giving is worship because it is an expression, one of many expressions, of the stewardship of our lives. All our resources of time and talents and treasures belong to God who owns it all. And we live under His lordship as stewards with our face turned toward God every day. Yes, it's wonderful to go to church and sing songs to God and about God, isn't it? I love that. And at New Hope, we are blessed with incredible music. And as Christ followers, we carry worship home with us. We take it to work and to school and on vacation, and to the store, and to the gym, and everywhere, every day. Ownership, lordship, stewardship, that's worship. And so our morning ritual may sound something like, Lord, I belong to you. I'm not my own. And I choose to live under your authority today. You are Lord of my everything. Help me manage my life in ways that honor you today. I will worship you this day. How can we encourage one another to be worshipers of God every day? Why not have a conversation with someone about that today? Hey, thanks for letting me share with you this week. I am on a journey to become a worshiper, a genuine worshiper, with all the days God gives me, and I still have so very much to learn. You'll join me, won't you? May God bless you as you worship Him every day.